2 days before kickoff at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, the France manager stood in front of the cameras and said the quiet part out loud. The best thing for France and England would be for this match not to exist. That is Didier Deschamps, the most successful coach in World Cup history, talking about a game his own team was about to play. Then that game produced 10 goals, the most in a single World Cup match in over 40 years. And by the final whistle, Kylian Mbappe had passed Lionel Messi to become the highest scoring player the tournament has ever seen. And in the middle of it all, England claimed their first World Cup medal in 60 years. So what the heck happened in Miami on July 18th? Here is the plain news. England beat France 6-4 in the third-place playoff at the 2026 World Cup, the game FIFA now calls the Bronze Final. 10 goals, the most goals in a World Cup match since Hungary put 10 past El Salvador back in 1982, per USA Today. And it is the highest-scoring third-place game in the tournament's entire history. For a match both sides swore they did not want to play, that is a strange kind of masterpiece. Quick context if you don't live inside the sport. The third-place playoff is the consolation game, and the two teams that lose in the semifinals meet to decide who goes home with bronze. Think of it like a college football bowl game that isn't the championship, real, televised, but everyone knows it isn't the trophy anybody flew in for. And these two had just had their hearts ripped out. England lost 2-1 to Argentina in the semifinals, both of the Argentine goals set up by Messi. France lost 2-0 to Spain, a Spain side that gave up just one goal the entire tournament, so both teams limp into Hard Rock Stadium, gutted, 3 days later. Now watch what England does. Manager Thomas Tuchel rests his stars, Captain Harry Kane, midfield engine Jude Bellingham, first-choice goalkeeper Jordan Pickford, all on the bench. Both teams made 7 changes. This is a reserve side, and that reserve side goes berserk. Declan Rice curls one in inside 3 minutes. Ezri Konsa heads home off a corner. Bukayo Saka scores twice before halftime. 4-0 England at the break against France. Let that sit for a second. The team that supposedly didn't care is up 4 goals on one of the best rosters on the planet. Then France remembers who it is. Deschamps throws on 4 subs at halftime, and within 21 minutes, it's 4-3. Mbappe scores. Bradley Barcola, the PSG winger who has been one of the breakout stars of this tournament, scores. Mbappe scores again. France is hammering the door, missing chances to level it. And here is where it turns, because Mbappe's second goal wasn't just a goal, it was history. That strike moved him past Lionel Messi's all-time World Cup scoring record, 22 career World Cup goals per FIFA, the most anyone has ever scored. He set the record in the game his own coach said should not exist. England steadied it late. Saka buried a penalty to complete his hat trick, only the 4th man ever to score 3 in a World Cup game for England, per ESPN. Then Ousmane Dembele pulled one back deep in stoppage time, and seconds later, Bellingham danced through and made it 6-4. First 6-4 in men's World Cup history, a scoreline that had literally never happened before. So why does a meaningless game explode like that? Here's the detail that reframes everything, and it isn't opinion, it's the pattern. Third-place games are goal fests, and they always have been. Over roughly the last 40 years, these playoffs have averaged 3.8 goals a game. The finals, 2.7. per NSS Sports. These consolation matches have never once ended 0-0, never gone to penalties, only once ever needed extra time. Pull off the handbrake, let two brilliant attacks trade blows with nothing to lose, and you get chaos. The players don't defend because there's nothing left to protect. 2026 didn't break the pattern. It set the new record for it. But there's a reason this pointless game actually carries weight, and it's the part hardcore fans argue about. Those 10 goals count. Every one of them counts toward the Golden Boot, the award for the tournament's top scorer, the individual prize that follows a player forever. Mbappe's 2 goals in Miami pushed him to 10 for the tournament and seized the lead in that race, per ESPN. Messi sat on 8, heading into the final. So a game nobody wanted to play may have decided one of the most prestigious individual honors in the sport. And if you think that's a fluke, here's the reframe. It has happened before, repeatedly. Back in 1990, Italy's Salvatore Schillaci won the Golden Boot with 6 goals, and his 6th came from a penalty in the 3rd-place win over England. The usual penalty taker, Roberto Baggio, handed him the ball so he could win the award. In 2010, Germany's Thomas Muller was suspended for the semi-final, came back, scored in the 3rd-place game, and that goal put him in the tie he'd go on to win. Per BBC Sport, at least 5 players have had their Golden Boot shaped by this so-called meaningless match. Now think about that. The single greatest scoring record in World Cup history was built in one of these games. Just Fontaine scored 13 goals at the 1958 World Cup, a number nobody has touched in nearly 70 years, and 4 of those 13 came in the 3rd-place win over West Germany. 4. In the game that supposedly doesn't matter, FIFA's own archive calls it a World Cup record that remains unbroken to this day. So when Deschamps says the match shouldn't exist, the record book is quietly disagreeing with him. Here's the complication though, and it's real. The players hate it, and they have a case. Liverpool's Ibrahima Konate called the bronze medal a chocolate medal. Nice to look at, worth nothing. Tuchel put it bluntly, nobody of our players, nobody of the French players wants to play this match. They want to play in the final. These are exhausted men at the end of a 10-month season, playing a bonus game in Miami summer heat. Arsenal's William Saliba played the whole tournament through a back injury and is now expected to miss months. And there's precedent for scrapping it. European soccer's governing body, UEFA, killed off its own 3rd-place game at the Euros back in 1980, 46 years ago. FIFA kept theirs. So why keep it? Follow the money. 3rd place at this World Cup pays $29 million. 4th place pays $27 million per Yahoo Sports. That's a $2 million swing, part of FIFA's broader prize money structure that rewards every round riding on 90 minutes nobody wanted. Add the FIFA ranking points, the television audience, the fact that for a smaller nation, a bronze medal can be the achievement of a generation. And you see why FIFA won't let it go. The players call it a chocolate medal, the federations call it $2 million. There's one more thread here that makes the Miami result sting for France. This was Didier Deschamps' final match. After leading France since 2012, more World Cup games coached and won than anyone in history, he is stepping down, reportedly to be replaced by Zinedine Zidane, the Real Madrid legend and 2-time Champions League winning manager. Konate said it straight. None of us wanted to play for this 3rd place, but we have no choice. We want to pay back our coach. They wanted to send him out on a win. Instead, they shipped 6 goals and finished 4th. And Tuchel? He got booed by his own England fans before kickoff, still bruised from the semi-final loss. After the win, he pushed back. The criticism, he said, felt as if we went out in group stage without a win. And here's the thing, that criticism missed something massive. It's England's first World Cup medal in 60 years, since they lifted the trophy in 1966. Their first time ever standing on the podium at a World Cup. Standing on the podium. That doesn't happen by accident. Sky Sports summed up the whole strange night in one line. Who said these bronze medal matches were a waste of time? Which leaves the real question hanging over the final. Mbappe leads the Golden Boot with 10 goals. Messi trails on 8. And the rules matter here. If 2 players finish level, it goes to assists, then to fewest minutes played. And per Bleacher Report, Mbappe has that tiebreaker locked. Messi would essentially need a hat trick in the final to take it outright. So when Argentina and Spain meet at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey, watch the scoreboard, but watch Messi's goal count too. Because a game everyone called meaningless may have already decided who wins the trophy that lasts a lifetime. The whistle in Miami didn't end the argument. It set up the next one.